Roma, 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 qui la turbonave Cristoforo Colombo che vi chiama. La Cristoforo Colombo che chiama Roma Radio, avanti pure 13.000.
Kennedy Tower, Air India Jet 104, gate 20, IFR to London, ready for takeoff.
Apache 795 Kennedy Tower, if you read, cleared to land, runway 13 left, wind 180 degrees, 10.
The conquest of time and distance in communication, a miracle of the modern age. Messages flash from ship to shore, from cockpit to control tower, from news agency to editor's desk. Instantaneous communication, a primary need of our complex society, made possible through intricate systems of wires, cables, and radio. Telecommunications have made the whole world neighbors.
Yes, I would like to send a telegram to Tokyo, please. Tokyo, Japan. Samples approved. Expedite shipment.
Operator, I would like to make a call to Stockholm, Sweden, please. 611235.
Thank you. I'm still laying 3792. Indicator 24439. New York, flying Santiago, Chile. 27835. Mr. Alberto Torres. Mr. Benjamin calling. Go ahead,
The story of
Santiago.
telecommunications is an impressive record of constant technological advances and of a century of growing cooperation among nations. But how did it all begin? Following the work of several pioneers with electrical telegraph systems, Samuel Morse in the year 1837 succeeded in using the metallic wire as a carrier of coded words. His invention, called the electromagnetic telegraph, started a technical revolution. The tapping of this simple key marked a giant step forward from the drums and smoke signals of earlier times. In 1844, Morse opened the first public telegraph line. His invention was a dramatic success. It enabled man to communicate with his fellow human beings over great distances. Human messengers were soon replaced by the wire, but only within the limits of national boundaries. Before wires could cross boundaries, there had to be international agreements. In May 1865, delegates from 20 nations assembled in Paris to create the International Telegraph Union. This organization became the first international agency to coordinate a public utility. It brought into effect international standards of operation, a uniform tariff system, and the use of the code of dots and dashes devised by Morse. Soon, distant parts of the world were linked by land lines and undersea cables, and the telegraph became an integral part of the commercial, political, and social dialogue among men. In 1878, another remarkable invention was born in the laboratory of Alexander Graham Bell, the telephone. It was a phenomenal achievement at the time. The crisscross of telephone wires soon changed the face of big cities all over the world. Millions of young men and women went to work in the new industry. The end of the 19th century signaled another landmark. Tireless experiments by pioneers such as Marconi and Popov brought radio, the most versatile means of communication. The wireless transmission and reception of electromagnetic impulses offered unlimited possibilities. The work of the International Telegraph Union now embraced the telephone and the radio as well. In 1932, it was renamed the International Telecommunication Union. With its affiliation to the United Nations in 1947, the Union assumed the longest ancestry in the United Nations family of specialized agencies. This modern building in Geneva, Switzerland, now houses the Union's headquarters.
Estimated sailing, 3,000 broken, 8,000 broken. Visibility, 9 miles. Temperature, 78. Dew point, 72. Wind, 190 degrees, 8 knots. Expect an approach to runways 13 right or left.
BE38, double N, calling CQ40. Anybody around?
This is WA2 WA2 Thomas David Henry in New York City, Midtown Manhattan calling.
WA2 Thomas David Henry. Guess it is. This is K2 TKD Thomas King David in Fredonia.
In this presentation, I am going to discuss about International Telecommunication Union. Let's see what it is.
The worldwide expansion
The International
of various standards of
Telecommunication Union is a
presents one
specialized
serious
agency
problem.
of the United Nations.
Telecommunications
It
make liberal
works
use of
in the
radio
field of
waves.
information
The radio
and
spectrum is overcrowded with
communications
waves scrambling
technologies.
around the Earth
This
every
organization
second of the day
is
and night.
one of the
This
oldest
poses a constant
international
threat of harmful
organization
interference.
in the world. Formation
The
of
primary
ITU.
role of the
The
International
ITU was
Telecommunication
established in
Union is to prevent this
1865
potential chaos
by the name
through
of
international
International
agreements on the use
Telegraph
of radio
Union.
frequencies. This is
In
the task of the
1934,
Union's
it
International
adopted
Frequency
the current
Registration
name
Board, which
International
maintains a record of radio
Telecommunication
frequencies in
Union.
use throughout the world.
In
Member
January
countries are
1949,
required to
the
notify all
ITU
their
became
frequency assignments
a
to the
specialized
board.
agency of the
Each
United
week,
Nations.
more than
Before that,
1,700
the
such
ITU
notices
was
are
an
received,
independent
submitted to a
agency.
technical examination, and
Headquarters.
published in the
The
board's
headquarters
International
of the
Frequency
ITU
Register.
is situated in Geneva,
Computers help
Switzerland.
to sort and tabulate this voluminous
Let's see
data.
what are the objectives of the ITU. The main aim of the ITU is to promote shared global use of radio spectrum, facilitate international cooperation in assigning satellite orbits, and improving telecommunication infrastructure in developing countries. The ITU also works in the field of broadband internet, TV broadcasting, wireless technology, radio astronomy, and next generation networks. ITU members. Currently, ITU has 193 member states, including all the member states of the United Nations except the Republic of Palau. The last country which joined ITU was South Sudan on July 14, 2011. The ITU also has some private companies as members. These companies are working in the field of the telecommunication and helping the ITU to develop telecommunication infrastructure around the world. Secretariat of the ITU. The ITU Secretariat manages the budget of the organization, plans the meetings, monitors compliance with ITU monitors, and publishes the results of the work done by the ITU. ITU Secretary General. The Secretary General is responsible for managing the Union and is the legal representative of the Union. The Secretary General is elected by the Plenipotentiary Conference for 4-year terms. That's it for now. We will come back with a different topic. Till then, keep watching.